Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off.
Do you ever feel like life is a never-ending series of lessons while you try to find purpose, meaning, and answers? I am Vanessa Fontana, the host of Figuring Shit Out, a podcast where we undertake self-help, coming of age, and healing. As I live my 20s in New York City figuring shit out myself, I've realized that if you spend your whole life trying to get your act together, you don't have a life. You have an act. On Figuring Shit Out, every Sunday, you get to normalize the journey of not knowing and be guided into living your life with more intention and ease.
Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, let's get into the show. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Hope that you're doing well. I'm excited to talk to you today about being the leader of your life. But before we get in, of course, I want to take a moment and leave a review or read a review from someone who left a review. This review is titled, "Do Yourself a Favor and Subscribe Now," from Jerome M. So, Jerome, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Michael isn't scared to talk about the uncomfortable truth, and his courage is moving this conversation forward. I'm so glad to see him take leadership in this space, and this content is super valuable for people all over the world. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. The truth is, I appreciate every one of you who leave a review. I'm very grateful for that. And I read them, A, because they're a reminder of why I do this, but also because it's really important in the algorithms. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you're listening to this and you'll take 10 seconds to go and leave a review, it will literally help someone else find this podcast because it will push us up in the rankings. And the reality is, as many of you know, we do our best to give people real tools here. And so if you've ever gotten any value from this show, if you'll just take 10 seconds, go on iTunes, click the 5-star, leave a review, click 1 star. I don't like whatever your truth is, like that matters. And so thank you, Jerome. And thank you to everyone else who leaves reviews. Leadership, like I think about this. Am I a leader in this space? Yes. But that has only come from being a leader in my own life first. I started this journey by making a decision to take care of myself before anyone else. And if you've heard me talk about it, like that's self-care. I'm going to do what I need before I do what you need. Always. That doesn't mean I'm not going to bring value. That doesn't mean I'm not going to show up. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be fired up and have the energy to create massive change, but I am going to take care of me first. Now, part of that's my routine, of course. We talk about that all the time. But the other part of it is like the actions. Every day, step by step. Somebody left a amazing, beautiful message for me the other day, and they said, "Michael, you changed my life. You saved my life." I didn't. You did. You're the one who saved your life. You see, the tools are here. Like podcasts aren't new. YouTube's not new. Personal development's not new. Healing trauma is not new. Therapy is not. None of these things are new. It's not like I came up with something no one else has ever had before. Right. And I get like I may be the voice that you need. And that's really beautiful because I have those people in my life who are the voices that I need. But the truth is, like, you can have the voice and they can give you the manual and the toolbook and the whole nine, and you can sit there and look at it. We'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken Trauma Healing Coaching Program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show. And you can look at it and you can skim through it and you can ponder about it. But if you don't take action, if you don't do something that has been placed in front of you to do, nothing about your life is going to be different. Your life will not be different. Look, I'm going to say this, and this is not to be crass, but saying that I saved your life is the equivalent of people who are not listening to this saying that I killed them, right? You following? Like, the truth is I didn't save your life. The only life I have ever saved through coaching tens of thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of listens of the podcast and speaking all over the world, the only life I have ever saved is my own. And you are saving your own life when you are making the choices and decisions to take accountability and leadership over your future, right? If you listen to these podcasts and you listen and you read the books and you take the courses and you show up to all the things and you don't do anything with them, that's on you. And if you do something with them, that's also on you.
Do you see where I'm going with this? The reality is, the truth isn't, and I appreciate, oh my God, I have so much fucking gratitude for the fact that someone would say that. Like it's heartwarming and it's beautiful and it resonates with me in this incredible way as this reminder of why I do this. Like I cannot tell you how difficult it really truly is to show up and do this every day. Like it's not easy. None of it is. But I know for me, being a leader in my life is giving people the tools to create massive change to be the leader of their own life. Like that's what fills me up. Like being of service is why I do this. And so when it comes to leadership, like I always start with me first, and you start with you. And in doing so, that's how you start to see the pendulum swing. Like if you just listen to these podcasts and you took nothing with them, if you only read the books, went through the courses, you did nothing with them, nothing about your life is going to be different. Now, you may be listening to this and you're like, well, how do I be the leader of my life? One, it's accountability. Like, are you going to do what you said you're going to do or not? Two, it's values. Do you know your values? And if not, there's an episode of this podcast called Values. Go and listen to it. I will teach you how to do that, right? Just go to iTunes and find it, or go to thinkunbrokenpodcast.com, search bar, values. It'll show up. It's right there for you. Stop making excuses. Three, it's about your wants, needs, interests, and boundaries. Like you have to have so much clarity about your life, who you are, and what you want that you can define it all the way down to the most granular and microscopic level. Like you have to have that much clarity. Then you have to make, I call this number 5. I should have said 4. 5, then you have to make a decision. I cannot tell you how important this is. You have to decide. An indecision is a decision. If you're on the fucking fence about something, make a choice. Either do it or do not do it. But when you are in the middle, that is still a decision. Either do it or don't do it. Get clear. Line down the middle of the paper. This is where I'm at, and choose. Because when you make those choices and those decisions, that's where you're going to have your life change. So like you can go through and read the book and then you get the tool. Are you going to apply it to your life today, right now, in real time, and see how that impacts you? Because if you're not, then you're being indecisive and nothing's going to be different. And that's the truth about this. People ask me all the time, like, how did I rise? How did I get to where I am in life? And let me be clear, I'm nowhere even fucking close to what I'm trying to accomplish. To end generational trauma in my lifetime is going to be a forever process. But that means I have to take massive action every single day towards that goal. So how do I do that? Well, I show up with and for me first. And then by proxy, I can impact the world. But I have to decide to do that while being super crystal clear about the goal, while being in alignment with my wants, needs, interests, and boundaries, by knowing my values, and by using the tools. Do you see what I just did? So that's what I want you to think about. I'm going to keep this episode short because it's intense and it's a lot, and I want you to carry this with you. And so just start thinking about what I just laid out. And in fact, if I were you, what I would do is I would actually go and listen to this episode again, because I just laid out a 5-step process that will change your life forever. So my friend, thank you so much for listening. Of course, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Unbroken Nation. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. And until next time, my friend, be unbroken.
I'll see you. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram, so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.
What's so special about Hero Bread's soft, fluffy, and delicious breads, buns, and tortillas? These ultra-low net-carb baked goods contain zero sugar, fewer calories, and more protein than the leading brands, and are high in fiber to support gut health. Shop now at Hero.co.